Hi, Bill Jordan here. I'm at 201-790-3368. I do candid video interviews. If you're a painter, a sculptor, or a candlestick maker, this is where you need to be. People buy from people they know. The best way for them to know you is with my candid video interview. People buy on the soul level. And that's what my candid interview does. It gets them in the soul level, right? Once they get to on the soul level, they are SOLD. That means more cash dash in your pocket. Now, here's what I want to ask you. On Sunday mornings, CBS, NBC, or whatever these stations are, they have these political pundits. And they get on the talking heads, blah, 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 this guy, that guy, blah, 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 blah. You know, and so people probably, you know, their heart rate goes up and their blood pressure increases to watching these shows because the fear factor of what if. But where do they have these similar events, these similar venues for painting? Why aren't they on TV talking about, you know, the painting? I mean, they got the sports columns because those are they visual, they move. There's a movement with that. Sports column, they got stuff for the singers, they got stuff for the you know, rapping guys. Where are the art guys? And the shows they have had have been somewhat, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know how you'd say it. You know, those reality art shows, I saw one or two of those. But on the serious side, when is the ABC, NBC, whatever show you got, network, when are they going to have the art show? Or maybe we have to start our own. That's why I'm reaching out to you. Until that happens, here's a chance for you to come on out and be the leader. What's your view on so-and-so? I really want to know. Wouldn't that be nice to have different views about stuff and people can come out and share? Because right now it just seems like outside of the, you know, the established channels, the magazines, the writers, and they talk about all sweet stuff, you know, if you want to, here's 5 steps to make a better painting. Get real, man. Who are you kidding? After 6 months of reading that stuff, it's the same all over. You know it's true. Now, but in your case, it's different. What's your view on so-and-so? What do we talk about you? We talk about somebody else. We get a nice, you know, comparison, a nice conversation. You know, and before I mentioned the fact you want to stand out, if you are red or a blue or you're neutral, it doesn't really matter as long as you show respect for the other person. And that's the problem, is having respect, not for the other person, but for self. Because what happens is we feel this need to be so right for fear of what? That we won't be right? That if our side is not seen as the only side, that something bad's going to happen? Isn't that the way it is? We can't breathe right unless we're right? Guys, man. And that's why I come to you. I come to you as a way to help you see this and to get over that so we can raise the consciousness of the planet, not the consciousness of your belly button makes you right. If you have a firm position to maintain, there's something's wrong. That's not what art is about, man. As an artist, you are not a human being anymore. I'm sorry. As an artist, you're not a person in the society. You are a human being from the standpoint that you have a higher calling. You have to let go of your sacred cows. Oh no, those are the things that make me tick. Well, if that's true, then you need to rethink about what makes you tick, because sacred cows are just sacred cows. You know, that's all they are, because you made them sacred. It's not inherent in life. That's just your perception. And for someone to share with you what I'm sharing with you that suggests that you change your perception, that's dangerous. That's fearful. You don't want to do that. How dare you talk about that? All I know is that blah, blah. That's the attitude. That's the same attitude you have in your work. And your work will suffer because of that. Now, I'm not saying you have to belong to any particular group or organization. I'm just saying your thinking has to be free, clear, and lucid, without judgment. That's a hard thing to do, because the less judgment you have about others, or rather, let's put it like this. Where's the judgment coming from? It's coming from inside. And if your work comes from inside, then you're going to have the same issue with your work. Judging your work from the standpoint, is it good enough? Or whatever. Okay? We need to have certain standards, of course, but not when it gets into these like generalizations. Why I talk about that? Because I just see it out there. You know, if you're really, if you're really about your work, there's no side because you know what the deal is. Your mission is to raise the human consciousness by any means necessary. Anyway, give me a call. I'm at 201-790-3368. I do candid video interviews. People buy from people they know. The best way for them to know you is with my candid video interview because it hits them on the soul level, right? 201-790-3368. Bill like Clinton, Jordan like Michael. Peace out.